go to Santa's Wonderland at 2:45.
There's
So
no Santa at church. What are you talking about? That's like hedonism or something. I don't know.
yeah, well, it's actually for the like school that's at church. It's like a fundraiser or whatever. So I take pictures. That's why
Cool.
my beard is so ridiculously long.
That's good though. Dude, you make a great Santa Claus. Like the pics that you posted were fantastic of you and your family. Like, yeah, you
Thanks.
make a great Santa.
Do you want to know something interesting?
Oh,
I
wait.
I have a group chat with some women that we are all just very devoted fans of the Real Housewives of everything.
That does not surprise me.
I don't know what's happening, but I have 75 text messages from that group.
Oh my god.
Hello.
Hello.
You got the power. Whatever your name is. What's your name? Dobby.
Yeah, I had a birthday too. Thanks for noticing.
I looked that up during the show because I was like, oh my god, I've totally forgot. No, I didn't. I sent you Elf. It's your birthday. Like freaking out.
So that this is playing is like a cushion, like letting everybody, and then we'll have an intro song in a second.
Because the old guys have to go to the bathroom.
Yes, the old men have to pee, and I'm going to share the link for people to join.
And we are technically live on YouTube, right?
Yes, we are
Yeah,
live on
so-
YouTube.
Just just to know.
I like this music.
Brandon Kemp, yes? Yeah, he's amazing. He did both of our theme songs, our like regular jingle, and then he did this one with Tyler Lewis.
And this is Carrie's husband?
Yes.
Okay.
Who y'all were doing Jungle Book, but he played Act 1 Frankenfurter. And I think he was so good. So good. The plan was for him to be Frankenfurter this year if we were doing Rocky, but then, COVID. So we adapted.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. So I just added you to a Facebook group that's very exclusive. So you know.
Do my hair toss.
I got you. Okay, let me post this link.
Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, Adrian?
Do your thing. Do your thing.
It's above.
All right. Where's everybody?
We don't have Mike yet, but that's not surprising.
100%. Casey Gilbert.
Casey,
Where
I just
are
saw your
you?
text.
Hi guys. I'm at my home.
In
Are you
Houston?
In Houston?
Yes, the only home I know right now. Otherwise, I have a storage unit. So we're great.
Hey.
It's not there.
I gotta make a Bucky's run, so maybe I'll you can meet me at Bucky's. How's that?
Sounds so good. That's
Isn't there
where
one in Katy, right?
There's one in Katy and there's one in Cyprus. So you just
Oh.
come right.
There's
you
like
wouldn't-
two in Cyprus.
You wouldn't
there's
have
the
to
Waller
drive
one.
this far.
There's a Waller one. Right, you're right.
And that's the best one because it's huge.
Is the one in Cyprus the sad one?
Yeah.
It's like tiny and has like 2 lemons and a
Correct.
Snickers bar.
Beaver nuggets.
That's the one.
Okay, well, I mean, in all fairness, beaver nuggets are pretty
Listen,
damn good.
I'll meet you with the fancy. I need to come to college. Can you tell I've been drinking wine? I need to come to college.
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Yep.
I'm gonna come see this show though. So I realized I'm the only additional person here for After Dark. So hey.
You are. I don't know where everyone is. David's usually here already, and
How
Where's Linda
weird.
Bendixson? Linda Bendixson especially. I'm texting her right now.
And
she's
she's
always
probably at
here.
First Friday.
She's away from.
is it
her-
First Friday? Oh,
It is.
shoot, that's right. And
I
Lord
don't know
knows
why
we
she
didn't want to
wants
do a live show from First
She
Friday.
is away from her computer because she had to watch it from her phone tonight. So
Dana, opening number, opening
Oh,
song.
God, I'm working on it.
I'll sing it.
God. I'm not gonna sing it. Oh, that's not that. No, no.
Oh wait, it's After Dark.
Yes, the After Dark one. Here we go. We're sharing screen. I mean, you can sing along. Feel free to sing along if you know the tune.
Fill your glasses up and sit your asses down. Coming to you live from their living rooms to yours, it's time for Dad's After Dark.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Dad's After Dark, following episode 30 with the wonderful Beth Creel and Stacy Erskine. Thank you guys so much for having the show with us. We had a fantastic time. Hopefully, some more people will be joining soon.
Where's Michelle Campbell Green? I'm
I
sorry.
don't know.
Yeah, she was watching the show.
She
Oh,
was
she's right
watching
here.
the show. Oh, never mind. Yeah,
She's
She's
here.
that's
Right.
Scott Greer. I mean, we love seeing Scott and Parker, but where's Michelle? Because we just admitted.
Hi.
My best friend.
Hello. Hello, Deborah.
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 How are you feeling?
I have a sinus infection, not COVID. Yay.
Yay.
Hey, but sinus
Yay.
infections are awful.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Do you want to tell everyone what you went through this week?
No, we're being recorded, so I'll talk about it later.
After Dark.
Michelle doesn't have COVID.
Yay.
Oh,
Yay.
Are those your like horse show ribbons on the lamp?
Yeah, I made a whole thing. I'll turn it off so you can see it.
Oh,
It's
wow.
not all of them. It's just some of them.
That's fancy.
Yeah, I'm a designer.
Are you eating pizza?
Yeah, I'm eating the dinner that my mom brought me 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago.
I'm gonna have to walk out in just a moment because I have leftover pizza in the toaster oven. So yeah, 1 second.
How long has it been in there, Dana?
In the toaster, I don't know. How long have we been live?
Hi.
What's up,
Parker Greer. You guys don't know Parker, do you?
No.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
that's a shame.
What's
Parker
up?
Greer. I mean, I'm trying to knock a couple bucks off by telling you guys how awesome Parker is, but I don't
That's
think
not
he's
how it
gonna-
works, Dana.
I don't think he'll go for that.
You won't be caught.
Thank you. See, be quiet, Dobby.
Are you taking money out of his college fund actively?
Well, I'd like to.
Taking money
I'm
out
going
of
to
the
be the
kid's-
majority of his college fund by the time all this is done.
Hopefully, by the time he goes to college, college will be free. So.
Oh my goodness! Someone's
Bazinga.
got to
Well,
pay
we'll be
for
in
it. Let's not talk about that.
Jeff Bezos.
Fund everyone's college tuition.
Is he
I
paying
mean-
for college?
I think he could.
Oh, easily.
I've still got some college he can pay for.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I got two kids that are ready. Let's
I've
go.
literally just had a discussion today with my dissertation chair, and I'm like, I've got to get out by May. Can you please give me some feedback so I can finish my dissertation? And he's like, oh, yeah, I'll get right on that. I gave it to him 2 weeks ago. Whatever.
He
And-
just
and-
pulled a, I'm right on top of that, Rose.
Yeah, 100%. And what's going to end up happening is I'm going to have to pay for another semester and take out a loan, which is well over $100,000 now. But whatever.
Ooh.
Free college for everybody.
What is the benefit to cost ratio on that ED that you're working on there?
You know what, Rodney? Bettis, I've got something for you, but I need to deliver it in person.
Okay. All right. I just wondered if you calculated it
You
out.
got to see my little second cousin, the little ginger crazy kid with the curly hair.
I did.
That's amazing. Yeah,
Oh, gingers.
he's a mess, man.
He's a lot of cute.
Yeah, he is. He's adorable. And my
Rodney?
uncle. So my uncle, which some of you have met if you were at the after party of one of the shows, because he crashed the party and then gave a speech about how amazing everyone is. So
Rodney, I think I like halved my cranberry juice on the first round.
That seems like a good plan.
It was really good.
on my
though.
pizza. I'll be back.
Speaking of the drink, can you guys post? I think it would be a great idea to post the ingredients before so I can make the drink as I watch.
Retweet.
Adrian wants me to put out a like a recipe book, a bar book.
Notes tonight. I took notes on the show tonight.
Oh, okay.
Kiki, I love you.
I have a few things. One, speaking of Memphis, has anybody seen Chad Kimball's tweets?
Yes, I didn't see your message until like much later, but I was like, ooh, I'm not going to bring it up because it's about masks and Dana might get huffy about it. But yeah, so the guy that played Huey in the original production of Memphis, he was also in Come From Away. He was the original production of Come From Away. The whole thing in New York right now of like whether or not religious organizations can be unmasked and like singing together. It went to the Supreme Court. It's a little tricky, but he was like, no one can tell me that I can't sing to God. And they're like, that's not the point. Wear a mask.
And everybody was like, you're pitchy anyway, because he has I don't know. I feel like people more important than me have said this, so I can say this. He's pitchy now. He's gotten worse since he was in Memphis. So anyway.
Who are we talking about?
So that's the first note. Chad
Casey's
Kimball
giving us notes.
Chad Kimball played Dewey in Huey. Sorry, whatever the fuck his name was. Oh, sorry.
Just go
whatever
over
his
to
Oh,
Duck's
it's
Uncle.
PG-13. That's our one. That's our one.
I
And you get $1 to the Scott or the Parker Greer College
Sorry.
Fund.
I've given so many dollars.
Not
Write
nearly
that down,
as many as
Adrian.
Dana.
Not as many as you. My next note is being alive because I think I got a text from Nolan at that point saying, just watch this, I'm dead. Adrian knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Fourth note, I did not know what Elf on a Shelf was for until literally tonight.
That
Oh, wow.
you are so blessed.
We didn't have it when we grew up.
See,
I up on the shelf too.
you have an elf on the shelf?
Parker,
He's out.
I've seen them before, but I did not have an elf in on my shelf. Seeing
Because
if
it
I-
didn't
No,
exist
and
when we were
apparently
growing
now
up.
gnome in the home needs to be a thing.
I was just told that I'm a bad person and I don't deserve gifts.
Oh, I see it.
You're fine.
And
I
then
get you a
my
gift, Casey.
Please make me cry as much as possible. I need the release, which I believe is related to whose holiday. So feel free to cut onions near me.
Girl.
Those are my notes for this evening's show. Thank you.
Thank you for the
notes.
note.
Thank you, notes.
Thank you, notes.
So welcome.
Harold. Oh, Harold.
Hey,
What's up, my friend?
I haven't seen you in forever.
I know it's been a long time. Our weekly Zoom meetings.
Yeah.
You're King Arthur.
That's true.
I have to tell you something, Adrian.
Uh-oh.
At work today, we're doing Radio Mash out there at the mall, right? And one of my coworkers, we're talking, and like so, he said, "You do a lot of theater, right?" I said, "Yeah." And he says, "That what this thing that's coming up, this Who's holiday thing? What is this?" And he's got 2 daughters, right? And he takes them to stuff all the time. And I said, "Yeah, what about it?" He said, "Well, I'm interested in this. What is this about?" I said, "Well, this is an adult thing. It's not for your girls." He said, "I know that. I know. I got a date I want to bring. I want to bring to it. Would it be appropriate?" I said, "Dude, it's funny. You got to go." I said, "If it wasn't for this, COVID and pandemic and everything going on, it'd be packed like it was last year. I've seen it a couple of times. So I said, you need to see it. So I got you somebody coming. He's going to spread the word some more. So
of course you do. You're the fucking dude, man.
Okay, so I have to share you guys this statement. So Mike and I had this little powwow because we have an underwriter, but she researched the show and she was like, "Oh, I don't want my name on that. It's political." And we were like, "No, it has nothing to do with politics, at all." And all she could see was "Oh, it's raunchy, it's naughty, I don't want my name to it." And so Mike is trying to talk to people who have seen it in the past that want to speak to the sentimentality of it. Robert Borden responded, and I have to read this to you. He says, "All I had heard was how raunchy it was. To be sure, it isn't kid friendly, but I was amazed at how full of love and how uplifting it was. I saw it the second year and can't wait to see it again. It is the perfect antidote for the coronavirus blues."
Oh, nice.
That's great.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was a changed man after the version I saw.
Because it was just a really good drink.
I feel like people who see this will be better people when they leave the theater, especially if, the girls are introduced.
They're always introduced.
When I saw this show, I didn't see Adrian, but I saw Leslie Margarita off Broadway. And I went by myself because I was like, I have to go see this show because I love Leslie Margarita and it has to be good. And I sat in this front row. So I was one of the people, I was next to the guy that got pulled on stage and I was yelled at about, I don't know, a number of things. But by the end of it, I was just sobbing. And it's so good. It's a great show.
Yeah, I just hate to admit to Adrian that by the end of the show, I was a little misty-eyed. But yeah, it's a fantastic show.
I thought it was going to be so funny, and it was. And then by the end of it, I was in tears. So,
y'all are such softies.
So, from what I hear, Stacy.
Yeah, one of I think the aspects that hits home really hard. The first year we did it, some woman literally grabbed me in the lobby after the show because I think we only did it 2 nights the first year, and she unleashed a story on me about how she was in recovery, and after she hit rock bottom, her family ditched her and she hadn't seen most of her friends in years, and she was like, "I don't know how many Christmases I've spent the one you just did." And it was
oh my God.
It was so, and I didn't think about that the first time we did it. You didn't think that that's what people would take from it, but I mean, and Stacy and Beth, you know this, but the whole aspect of just the loneliness and the isolation of this show hits very differently this year. Whoo, yeah, it's very different this year.
I have a question actually about the show itself. Is Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas in your verge?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just didn't know if that was written into the show or if it was, obviously, I guess.
Yeah, so there's 3 songs. There's a rap that's written and you purchase the backing track for it. And then there's Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. And then they give you the route because it's not in the show, but it's this is a song you're supposed to sing and this is how you obtain the rights to it. So you do it that way. And then the same thing for Blue Christmas. That's the recommended song, but that's the one song that they're if you want to do something different, you can. But here's how to get the rights to Blue Christmas. But so the first year we did Where Are You Christmas? Because we thought oh, it's perfect because it's the Grinch, but it wasn't the thing.
Gotcha.
So so this year, being on the board this year, I think I'm going to just work and not watch you until I
Rude.
have tickets so that I can just enjoy the show without any, working involved. Because last year I worked the shows and kind of peeked in or whatever, but then like being a part of the show, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So this year I'm going to approach it a little differently because you do a great job as like Cindy Lou Who is one of my favorite characters because her heart is so damn big. And sorry, Parker, does that count? Damn doesn't.
No,
count.
damn does not count. You're fine.
She has
Because
such
like
a
the
big
one,
heart.
like the Hoover Dam is huge.
I know, isn't it? Welcome to the damn tour. I'm your damn tour guide.
Yes.
I know that I watched the Jim Carrey version the other day, and I was like, God bless it. Like Cindy Lou Who is the catalyst to moving someone to change their heart, and to see what became like it hurt at first, and then it hurt in the middle, and then it hurt at the end. Like I just freaking Dobson, I hate you.
Well, I think Adrian, as a performer, she shows so much with her face that, like, even when she's saying one thing, her face is not lying. And so you can, like, there was, like I said in the episode, I don't cry a lot in theater. The first time I broke down was during Spelling Bee with Adrian and Michelle doing the I Love You song. Ugly cried. And a lot of it was because, these two phenomenal performers were showing so much, like, beyond just what the lines were giving them. So it's all Adrian's fault if you cry, Casey.
And I hate that we're giving her so much, to blow up her head a little bit. But, no. What? Oh, my God.
Tell me no.
If you want to cry some more, you can watch Mike's TikToks.
I did vote in the thing, and I said that Rodney and Dana in a tie.
Hey,
How did I miss that one?
Where was that, Dobby?
I missed that one, but also that wouldn't have helped you, Dana.
I'm about to mute you. Casey.
You all missed the baby. You got this, but all three of you missed this part.
I feel like somebody got that part, and I feel
I
like
got tired of recording it.
I did one take.
I had a class coming, and I had to stop trying to do.
You do it on half speed, though, is my question.
Thank you, Casey. That's what I'm saying. I know he cheated because he did some weird thing. Like it looked different.
Do it on lower speeds to get them dance moves.
That's what you're supposed to do, Dana. That's like the TikTok
Rodney?
trick.
Okay, well, I had no
What?
tricks.
Nobody said no tricks. It just said this is the challenge.
Son of a monkey.
Harold, are you on TikTok?
Yeah, I'm on it.
I'm sorry.
Do you post any?
No, I haven't posted anything yet.
Good for you. I tried that for, I don't know.
I'm gonna be
months.
honest. I'm gonna be honest here. I tried to post something, but I got so confused. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Thank you, Harold.
I just did. I'm gonna figure it out, though. I'm gonna figure it out and do this. Okay.
I don't know where Cynthia is, but Cynthia is a magician at TikTok.
Dude.
She is. I don't know.
It's a magician at TikTok. She's
Amazing.
so
Okay.
cute.
I gotta text her and
Me?
try to get her on.
You. You're like, here, let me put all these things on it. And I'm like, I just turn it on and like talk at my
Everything I do is trial and error, and I use the theater and as an excuse for trial and error. So
I'm lit right now, so I'm gonna make a drinking and belting tonight. Obviously, are there any requests?
what you gonna sing?
I love that you're
Oh,
drinking.
hey.
Yeah, your drinking and belting is one of my.
I love your TikToks. 100%.
Casey's
Oh,
a TikTok star.
You've got to do a Christmas song.
I was thinking of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, but I want to be sober enough to like play guitar for myself. So
That's a good one because you played that role, right?
I
Hold on.
did.
Hold on. So as she's talking about it, she went like this with her nose, and literally it flipped. So I know she's been drinking because like too much. Because it just like that was fantastic.
What does that mean? I've been drinking. Doesn't it do that all the time?
I think I'm gonna get Cynthia to join.
You should.
I'm working it. I'm trying.
Her secret is just like blindly following her middle school kids' instructions.
But it's working. So
Well, yeah, because they know if anybody
They know what to
knows
do,
how the app works. I mean, it's targeted to
Okay,
kids,
so
so they know how to
so
work it.
Charla's like, "What are you doing?" Like, as I'm trying to video this. I said, "Freaking Mike," and then he looks stupid, and then Rodney does something with some speed up time or something. Now I'm like the only diva dad without like anything on TikTok, so I gotta do it. Like I can't, but I have to shower first and put on a shirt. Like it was so ridiculous.
You have to shower for TikTok?
I don't even stand up for TikTok, so like you're fine. Also,
I don't
haven't-
shower till like noon-ish
That's
every
fair.
day. So, you know.
Guys, Zoom also, this is fully unrelated, but Stacey Erskine related. In that Zoom is an amazing tool, and I got to talk to her class of musical theater girls, and it was so fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we gotta have you come back.
Please, I would love to. They were great. They asked good questions. They were asking about agents, and I was like, LOL, nobody can get an agent. But I forgot to mention referrals. So if you know somebody who has an agent, that's how you get an agent. But the Zoom is so cool to be able to like do stuff like that, which
Yeah.
I haven't really done before.
And that's something we wouldn't have been able to do like before the pandemic. Like having you come talk to my kids. Oh, that was so wonderful. Like it was like my world's coming together. Like all of my happiness came together that day. It's like, y'all, it's Casey. And the first thing they said when you popped up, they were like, she's so pretty. I'm like, I know.
That was the day that I thought I had contracted COVID. So I'm glad I looked pretty because I didn't feel great.
You scared me.
I didn't get COVID, but I did have a fever for 8 days. So
What are you drinking, Gilbert?
Okay, let me tell you. I got an advent calendar of wine, so we drank that wine bottle, which was small. It's like a half bottle of wine. Lit though. And then we drank a full bottle of wine, and now I'm drinking Bailey's. And
Good for you.
Is it from Aldi?
no, I got it off the QVC.
Shut up.
That's
Are
still
you
a thing.
for real? Is that still a channel?
The
Oh,
QVC.
yeah.
Cynthia Bradford has just joined After Dark.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, no, I bought this like I don't even know what it's called. It's this tanning stuff that you can get most places, Sephora specifically. But I bought that off QVC, so I get their emails, and they offered me a wine advent calendar. So I said, absolutely.
So I bought the Aldi like hard self-serve advent calendar, so I get a new one every day.
I love
I
that.
feel real special at night.
Yes. Oh my God. So we have these tiny wine bottles, and it goes in order. So it's Chardonnay on day 1, day 2 is Pinot Noir, day 3 is Moscato, 4 is Cabernet, 5 is Pinot Gris, and 6 is the other wine, Merlot. And then it does the same thing again. So we have 12 very small bottles of wine that we get to drink as a family, so we each get like a quarter of a glass, and then we go to a real bottle of wine.
Except for, how much of that do you drink?
I drink a third of the bottle. I am a kind and sharing person, and then I go and drink half of another bottle of wine, and then continue on with whatever else I want. You know what I mean?
So I coerced Cynthia to get on the After Dark. So
Yeah,
Fabulous.
she's coming. She keeps flipping in and out.
let's take advantage of it while she's here, because I know
Pin her to the
she's a
front.
9 o'clock asleep person. So
Pin
my
her
goodness.
out there. We have to ask her questions.
What's your secret on TikTok? You're like a magician on there. That's what we all want to know.
Yes. I don't know. I mean, look cute and, I don't know.
So the Vogue stuff, you still don't know who gave you the Vogue subscription?
I have no idea who gave me the Vogue, and I don't think they know what they were unleashing when they sent it to me. So I get random stuff from people in the mail, like the weirdest stuff. And like I've gotten books, I've gotten like things for my classroom. Someone gave me adult bibs. Like I don't know if they
Adult
like it.
bibs.
I don't know where that came from, but I find a use for it all. We used the bibs in my class, but it usually has to do with something I've posted online. Oh gosh. But Fu just texted me boobs. I'm sorry.
How do they get your address?
I don't know.
That was my
but
question.
yeah.
Yes.
So the Vanity Fair thing, I've just kind of had fun with. I hope people know I am not taking myself seriously. Like standing in the middle of Lake Bryan is not taking yourself seriously. So
I gotta say, like that stuff, like every time you do a Vanity Fair cover, I'm just like waiting. Like it's the next month. Can we get because you pull it off like perfect every time. It's amazing.
Awesome.
Okay, and I just killed the conversation. Well, I didn't mean to.
You're good at that, Dana. You're good.
Like when we were looking for Ben's birthday, to Ben I can never say his name. And I think I said that in the show like 15 times. I can never say his name. But he in his show was fantastic that he had with us. And there was a point where Dobby was playing like, oh, we can't play that because Dana used like a weird word. I said something about his collaborations.
Called his voice creamy and it was weird.
Oh wow! You said the word creamy.
Wait, how did you say it though?
He says, I don't know how to describe
We don't need a
it. It's
reenactment.
perfect.
We don't
I
need a
think it's just like creamy.
Oh
yeah, no, that's gross.
Now that's creepy as hell.
And the funny thing is that earlier in the episode I said that, but it didn't come off creepy when I said it as much as it did when Dana repeated it. I called it. I said the exact same thing. I said it had a creamy quality to it, and then Dana repeated it, and I think it was the repeat that made it worse.
He probably laid on the word.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, I think it's a combination. There was also like an extension on the vowels.
Yes.
In the repeat.
Yeah.
Well,
Peanut.
Ben did a
Peanut. What?
Oh.
Baby.
Ben did a song for a theater company, Carol, and it is so good.
Is he making sounds? But we can't hear him.
Unmute, Michelle.
Oh, he's making sounds, but he's not very happy right now.
Oh. What do you do?
Oh, got a good smile.
Peanut, I'm your auntie. I haven't met you. Oh, I met you once. Peanut. Oh.
You heard his name.
He knows his name.
Look at that cutie pie. Oh, I want a puppy.
Oh,
he's so handsome.
Casey,
Stacey, puppy for Hanukkah. Puppy for Hanukkah.
Casey, did you watch the video I sent?
Wait, which
The
one?
TikTok. Isn't that a TikTok?
No, it's David Diggs doing Puppy for Hanukkah.
Wait, where?
Oh,
I
think
put it
saw
in the-
on TikTok.
In the group?
I put it on the thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
gee, I see it now. I'm gonna mute myself and watch it. Okay.
It's so great. It's so great. I want a
have
puppy named
serious
Monica.
question for the cat owners. So dogs,
so
you
give me
say
beer.
their name, and do cats do the same thing?
Yes.
Yes, but it's not so much that they don't know their names, it's that they don't care
Exactly. That's
about
it.
their names. But they know when you're talking to them.
Yeah. In fact, there was a study done recently, which I don't understand how some of these people get money for studies, but somebody did a study
Yay,
about,
government.
I guess, or academia, whatever. But they
Still comes from the government.
no, it comes from you, Dana. You're paying the $100,000 to get your ED. Anyway, so they did this study to see how cats vocalize. Cats don't vocalize to one another. They only vocalize to humans. So that's something that they've learned how to do just to get attention from humans. They don't do it to one another. So
$6 hard at work there, folks.
no, it's your dollars, Dana. It was done at ACU University.
They don't talk to each other, right? Is that what you're saying?
Correct. They only
Yeah.
talk to us.
Yeah, they don't.
How do they
They
How
hiss
do they
at each
communicate with each other? They just nod their heads and like, hey, what's up? You know,
What's
they-
up?
Yeah, they probably don't.
Telepathy.
They like chirp and then they hiss and stuff. Their
Oh.
actual communication is like more chirps.
Like
Oh,
when they
okay.
see a bird, like the chirps they make when they see a bird.
Okay, yeah, I've seen them do that. I've seen that. Yeah.
Puppy for Hanukkah is a great song. I only listened to the first minute and a half, but highly recommend. Daveed Diggs of Hamilton fame and Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt fame.
And now Snowpiercer.
Wait, pause. He's in Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt?
Oh yeah.
He's a lawyer.
I need to watch that show.
Oh,
Everyone talks
it's
about
so
that
good.
show.
He's dinner class at Columbia, and he's ironically a really bad rapper.
It's so fantastic.
It's so cringy.
He does an incredible program every year where he brings a bunch of new artists and they create their own show. And my friend Sarah Alice was part of the program. And so we went to our final show, and so we went to this after party, and Daveed Diggs was there because he was in charge of it, and it was incredible. But she like texts him all the time, and I'm like, are you a famous person? I don't understand, but anyway, she's best buds with Daveed Diggs. So
I want to go to a party where Daveed Diggs is the in charge of it person.
I want to text him for funsies.
Right?
I want to make out with him for funsies.
She's brilliant. Granted, so
she's also. Y'all know who he's dating?
Yes, a beautiful young.
Yeah, he's dating Emmy Raver, who was like a swing for Hamilton, who is now in Umbrella Academy. Whatever.
Yeah, you just have to be like really smart and really creative and get into his like fall program. And
is Jasmine and what's his name? Are they still dating?
Jasmine Cephas Jones and
yes, Anthony Ramos.
Yes. Ramos, yes. Are they still together?
Yes. And they still have the perfect little French bulldog named Lala. I think it's Nala. But also, did y'all hear the news on In the Heights that they're releasing it on HBO Max?
Yeah, I did hear that.
Okay. I'm so done with HBO Max. I'm so done.
Uh-oh, why?
Because they did the West Wing special, and I don't have it. I have a Roku. I don't have HBO, and so like I haven't watched it. So this is the one episode I've been waiting for like 6. Because they don't do anything with Roku. Like they're not compatible.
You just have to have friends in high places, because I just use my parents' HBO Max.
Okay, I don't have friends in high places.
HBO Max is on our Roku.
Michelle, teach me, because it's
we have Becky Braden's login. I don't.
Hulu,
it stopped working.
And HBO.
Okay, no, for legal reasons, it did stop working. That is actually true as well.
Once we get to after dark, just put those logins in the chat, and we're golden.
So if you have HBO Max through Hulu, you can watch on a Roku.
I just want to watch The West Wing. It's 1 hour, and then I'll be a happy person. Like I don't care.
I'll give you my Hulu login, but also I live too far away from our router to get Wi-Fi on my Roku, so I can't even watch it. So I'll give you guys mine so you can enjoy it.
Yeah, and that's where Wonder Woman's coming through.
Yeah.
Do I need
Actually, they're going to release one of the
Broadway HD.
Yeah,
login?
Wonder Woman 1984 is being released on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Along
have a
with all
problem
the
with
Warner
Wonder
Brothers.
Woman 1984.
Say.
And I'm going to tell you what it is.
Please.
Although, Beth, you already know.
Oh, I know you're good. Okay, I'm good. You're good. Go ahead.
All right. So it's 1984, right? But the song that they use in the trailer came out in 1988.
It's the trailer. Don't worry, it's just the trailer.
What song did they use? I don't even know.
Blue Monday.
It's Blue Monday from New Order.
But it's a cover.
No, it's their album.
Is it the
thought it was
cover
a
by
cover.
Orgy?
Oh, are they using a cover? I can't tell. It's just an instrumental. It sounds the same to me.
I
I thought it was a cover of Blue Monday.
Yeah, I think it's a cover. I think you're
Well,
right.
then it came out even later.
Stacey, I'm so glad you
It was a
worked with Beth.
prequel cover. That's what it was.
I'm so glad because when Beth and I did Midsummer Night's Dream, we set the show in 1986, and I don't remember what song it was, but I wanted to use it, and it was 1988. And under no circumstances would she allow me to put the song in the show because it wasn't canon, because it hadn't been written yet. And I was like, nobody cares, Beth. It's the 80s. And she was like, I care.
And we made it to Area. Thank you very much.
Nobody would have cared.
I would tell you, Stacey, just let that go. It's the trailer. It's not going to be in the movie. If it is, then you got to gripe. It's just a trailer.
Harold?
They do this all the time.
Harold, you know I can't.
I know you and you won't let go. I know you won't.
And you know that.
But it looks so good.
It
Like,
does.
I
That's the
need-
problem. I'm conflicted.
It does.
I
It looks
need it.
really good. It works.
Stacey, you
My-
can watch it free.
I do. Here's my problem with Wonder Woman. Okay, with every time I see the trailer, okay, and every time I see Kristen Wiig, you know, she's supposed to. Well, I love her. Don't get me wrong. I love her.
I didn't know Kristen Wiig was in it.
Yeah,
You
she's
know.
Cheetah.
Yeah, she's playing a bad person. I laugh out loud every time I
Mm.
see that. I just want to be an apex predator. Every time I hear her, I laugh out loud. It's hilarious. I'm going, I can't take this seriously. But are you serious? No.
No, because now I just think of the Mean Girls song.
Didn't she try to do dramatic? Like, didn't she and what's
Skeleton
the elf
Twins.
dude?
She and Bill Hader.
Yeah.
No, it
No,
was
she and Will Ferrell did like a mockery
Yeah.
Lifetime movie, but
Yeah.
it was a joke.
okay.
But it was a joke.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But Skeleton, it was Bill Hader and Kristen
love
Wiig
Bill
did
Hader.
Skeleton Twins, and they were both like suicidal twins, and it was
Was that
this
good?
serious drama.
Were they
It was
twins with each other, or did they each have a twin?
I do love Bill Hader.
twins with each other, but I can't quite recall. I don't know if I watched that movie very attentively. They were both in it, and it was very serious. There was a lot of like
Rodney,
stuff.
I guess you're the only dad on here, but Hannah did say that it was 80% the podcast that gave Hunter the power to get the truck.
Yes, we have the power.
I still vote for Hannah's team, whatever it is.
Same girl. Same. Also, Rodney, what is this unemployed wine guy TikTok that I now need to do?
Okay, so he's great because what he does is he takes all of this like super cheap alcohol and he does like wine tastings with it. So he like pours it into a glass and does a whole like snifter or whatever, and then he gives like reviews of the tasting. He did a tasting on Thunderbird.
Yeah, I was going to ask, does he do Thunderbird? That's great.
A little
He
mad
did
dog.
Thunderbird, and he looked at it and he was like, "It looks like piss."
It does.
Into the glass, and he's like,
So in college, I was an RA, and the dudes knew if they like cut out of college and didn't come back or whatever, they'd come back and visit me because I was a great RA, and they'd
Oh my
bring me
gosh,
a bottle of Thunderbird every time. And we
Dude, that'll tear you up, man. You don't want to drink that.
man, it was college though. You know,
That'll
you
tear your
drink
insides up, man.
because it's cheap and lovely.
Yeah.
Felt okay the next
Oh, I can't even think about that smell now of Thunderbird. Oh,
I feel like Dana has a sensitive gag reflex.
oh,
So
So on the way, I drop Caden off at school at Sam Rayburn, and then I do the little turnaround thing on whatever street that is. I don't think it's MLK, but I do a little turnaround thing, and I go so that I head towards SFA to go to school. And there's a story somewhere because there's a bottle of like Old Milwaukee on that little turnaround. It's been there for, it's like half a bottle, and it's been there for several days, several weeks probably. And I almost want to, you know, I want to know what the story is with that bottle of Old Milwaukee. And it's kind of spurred me to say, you know, I've never tasted Old Milwaukee. What is this?
Don't.
Well, I
Beast.
figure, I assume it's awful, but
It's
American beer,
punishment.
by definition.
Don't face the beast. Don't face
It's
the
not.
beast.
It's not the worst beer I've ever had, ever. You know, it's not.
What's the
What's
worst
the worst
beer
beer
you've
you've
ever
ever
had?
had?
That would be Texas Pride. There's a beer called Texas Pride.
I would
It's-
go with
They still make that?
is that the
I
white
don't know if they
can?
still make it, but I had that when I was, you know, younger, and it was not good. It
Have
was
you
not-
had the Shiner Smokehouse?
Oh no.
no.
Oh,
It is so bad.
Okay.
It was a beer that's like, we used to have these like New Year's parties, I think, and someone brought a 6-pack of these, and nobody drank them.
New Year's parties.
It tasted
Trigger warning.
like an ashtray. Like it tasted like liquid ashtray. And we had 4 of them for like 6 months, and we couldn't throw them out, but we couldn't drink them. They were absolutely horrible.
Okay, I love scotch, but you see this decanter in my background right
You
now?
watched it, right?
Of course I did. I opened it up and it smelled literally like a campfire. And Mike was like, "Oh, that's some good scotch." It's not. I love a good scotch. I've had Johnny Walker Blue, like, this is good scotch. This is terrible.
That's
And it smelled like when I opened it, Carrie handed it to me and goes, "I don't know what's in this. This smells horrid."
Well,
Yeah,
and
but-
Very smoky.
it
You
might have
wanna
smelled
wash it.
horrid because it had also been in that bottle for about a year.
Well,
Ooh.
it regardless, a good scotch will smell in a year like a
think
good
Mike said-
scotch.
Yeah,
This
but
was
not
terrible.
not in a decanter though.
Come on, dude. Come on.
No,
No.
Dana,
No,
does
you
your
can
scotch smell like Sharpie?
bottle age scotch, but not in a decanter.
Yeah,
Because
you can't
the
leave
whole
it in
purpose.
a thing like that.
Yeah.
The
Well,
whole purpose of
I
a
will tell you,
decanter
Decanter's
is
supposed
to
to
allow
breathe.
air into it
Yeah.
and
I-
it breathes it.
I squirted like 4 squirts of detergent into
don't like that
the
word.
bottle.
That's I don't. Anybody else could say that word, and it would be fine.
Exactly.
so
Coming out of
Boston
Dana's
Green
mouth.
guy, right?
So
That
I
sounded-
met
that sounded
Harold
really
the first
nasty.
time
That
at
sounded nasty.
karaoke.
We're gonna
And
have
I
to.
wanted to
we're
bring
gonna
this
have to
up
keep
earlier
the
since we were
list.
talking about karaoke.
I squirted.
And it was Creed.
Squirt,
Sounds
green,
like
those are-
diarrhea coming out of your mouth. Man. Like,
I gotta take this. Hold on. It's the picture of him and freaking.
I love that picture
I love
so much.
Daniela, but
It's so pure and innocent. I love that picture.
Okay, let's get rid of that.
And I think "squirted" is a swear word, so you need to put money into the college fund for that.
What did I say?
Squirted.
Squirted.
Times in a row.
You put the word "I" and squirted together, so that you can't do that, man.
4 times.
So at
Yes.
least $25. I paid of my very own monies for demonetizing this podcast and for also.
And you only said one bad word, so like technically, Casey, you could have 4 more if you wanted it.
But I'm thinking like you may have gotten $5 from monetization of this podcast, and you can't monetize it if I say that word.
Fair. I have bleeped our regular episodes.
I'm so sorry for doing that to you.
No, it wasn't you. It was Keith Owen.
I loved the
I was
beeps
speaking-
in the
I
podcast.
was
That was
talking
so awesome.
and I was using my regular words, and my regular words are not okay for the outside.
God.
Adrian, I felt like to derail your thought there. I thought that thing that you said earlier this week, like, you guys get on this contest so that we can get 150.
Oh yeah.
Whatever it was, like it was some contest that we could enter, like unsponsored podcast. You could get something from whatever,
It was
she
like
was like,
$15,000.
yeah, it was impressive. Like we could
I
pay-
wouldn't have to run the show if we had that. Yes, it'd be awesome. There'd be no mistakes.
The mistakes are what make the show.
Look,
Anyway,
let me tell you. Okay, go ahead. I'll continue in a minute.
I mean, the enthusiasm, and I was looking at it and I was like, oh, this is going to be great. Like we could, I think we could probably do pretty well on this. But then whenever I was like, this is like just how my life works. Like we find out about this contest and the deadline to enter it was like 2 months ago.
So I shared it because Ben had sent me his video for the Christmas show, and we were going back and forth and texting. He was like, "Oh, I just saw this. Y'all should enter it." And I was like, "I don't have time. I'm just going to send it to the guys and say like, someone handle this." So that's where I was at.
Yeah, the deadline was October something.
Well, that sucks.
So, the beginning of the show, I said, I think it was in pre-show. I said this might be our last show for the year.
For the year.
Yeah, and I drank like a half a fifth of the Kern's whiskey, Irish whiskey, and I couldn't put together what I was trying to ask at one point.
Shocker.
What?
What?
So Harold's seen me a little tipsy before because
We all have.
karaoke over at the old Naked Fish.
Oh, yeah.
Stacy, you're a karaoke queen. Where do you karaoke in College Station?
My car.
Because it's a global pandemic, Dana.
You can still karaoke. Oh my gosh.
Our office,
Isn't
sometimes she sings
over
for
just
us.
because you're over it. The pandemic isn't over just because you're over it.
Okay, yeah, but who's over it? I mean, oh my
I'm
gosh.
so over it, and it's
Yes, and it does suck. I just read that the latest study said that the majority of people are getting COVID from the grocery store. I mean, it's so how are we gonna get our food? I just
We won't do that. No.
It's because the last time I went to the grocery store, I actively walked out because all of the freaking college students are the ones that have the masks around their chin or not wearing them at all, and everyone's afraid of pissing someone off. So the people that work there don't say, "Don't forget your mask."
Delivery.
well at the Kroger I shop at, it's not like that. Like everybody's
Yes,
wearing
it
a
is.
mask.
I was in there today, and there was a
Kroger.
family in there without any mask on.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
there's like whole families. Yeah.
Entire families.
I saw one family on Halloween with
hats on.
masks on, and they got yelled at by our lovely Kroger workers in Cypress, Texas. So shout out to them.
I went to Starbucks. I would think normally it's fine. Like the Starbucks is fine. Everyone's wearing their mask. They like shut down their inside lobby. So like you just go in for your mobile pickup. And I walked in and there were 3 people that didn't have masks on. And like, I know that staff now at this point, and they were afraid to say, you need your mask. And these people were just like, like chit chatting away, like making a statement because they weren't wearing their masks. And then as soon as they left, the whole staff was just like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Should we have told them? What do we do? Sucks.
I think people should just I just want to carry a can of Lysol, and whenever people come up without a mask, just like spray them in the face.
Okay, but if
That's
you
a
go
plan.
like to RX Pizza and you're not wearing a mask while you're eating, what's
Well,
the
you shouldn't
difference?
be eating
That's
in
why I don't go.
Yeah.
You shouldn't
It
go
does make a
indoors.
I don't go. Yeah, I try not to go.
Yeah. And if I go, I like the one time I've been to RX Pizza in the past like 10 months has been with Rodney and Mike and Alana. And we faced each other. And when the server came over, we didn't breathe on them. But other than that, we don't go.
So I
I'm
went to the
still in,
Tilted
like-
Pint tonight and I had a Guinness because it's glorious on
That's
tap.
why the show started so late.
Yeah, probably. And I had like
You had to
a
finish
Reuben
chewing it.
sandwich and French fries, so I was in carb
Why a Reuben
coma. Reuben sandwich is the bomb. If you don't like sauerkraut, go to hell.
Do you know how they make sauerkraut?
Yes.
Don't
and
care. Don't ruin it.
Please more.
See,
Um,
you remember
The
when we used
more
to go
you
to
know,
Bennigan's?
you don't want to know. It's like
I
10
love
months of like
sauerkraut.
fermentation, open
Yes.
air.
I love it.
Same with like this and whiskey. Like good things come from fermentation.
Amen.
No.
I saw a TikTok of a squirrel eating fermented fruit and I laughed my little head off. I loved it. But yes, I mean, I wore a mask in. I wore a mask until I got my food and then I ate and then I put my mask back on and I left. What? I mean, I didn't fear that I was going to get COVID because everybody in there was wearing a mask unless they were actually putting food in their mouth.
Yay! Stacy, do you remember when we used to go to Bennigan's after rehearsal all the time?
I'm sorry, what was the
Yes.
name of that place?
Wow,
I don't think it
Bennigan's.
exists anymore.
Like, how long are you going back?
Remember when we did the World of Beers tour at
Bennigan's?
Those Irish haystacks hit different though. Those Irish haystacks were so good.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, those Bellinis hit a little bit different. But like
Monte
Bennigan's,
Cristo.
Oh, the Monte Cristo is great.
That
And
was
the
the
turkey
first place I ever
O'Toole.
had one at. Yeah.
Man, that was like 1,200 calories and a half a sandwich.
It
Let's
is a
every
lot.
second.
Worth
But
it.
Bennigan's, you guys, Bennigan's used to be the like after rehearsal place because it was one of the only
Yeah.
places that opened late. So
Oh,
yeah.
Bennigan's,
There was a
like-
Bennigan's
Yeah.
here.
yes, it's where
Yeah.
the like Verizon or Sprint.
Yeah,
or
Verizon,
something-
Sprint,
Yeah, like
whatever.
AT&T or something.
It's
Right
in
there.
the like
It was
Texas.
2 doors down
cold-
from the Swensons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right next to Swenson's. Yeah.
Yeah, and what used to be Culpeper Plaza, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
No, God, I miss Bennigan's. I miss Bennigan's Bellinis, and I miss Bennigan's turkey sandwiches and French fries with their
Oh,
honey
turkey
mustard. Their
sandwich.
honey mustard was the best.
They
They
did,
had a
that's funny.
Seafood sampler. Oh
Yeah.
my God, I would
They
eat that
have really good
seafood
chicken
sampler twice a week in
Wasn't
college.
there like a lava chocolate thing?
Yeah, they
Oh,
did.
yes.
Yeah, they
The
did.
Yes.
death by chocolate.
Yes.
Yes, death by
Yes.
chocolate.
Death by chocolate.
That put my mother in the hospital. Like,
Literally death by chocolate.
I am not even
Told me to
kidding.
laugh at your mother in
Civilization by
hospital.
chocolate.
That's kind of funny.
Is sweet Adrian able to like leave the house at all right now?
For doctor's appointments, like, yeah, we're trying to be real careful.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it's okay.
So like, my grandmother, who I've talked about a lot on this show.
Yeah, you said some not nice things about her last
No, I
episode.
haven't. She called me and she's like, tell your wife I can't go to the Christmas Expo on Friday because I'm just too sick. But y'all gonna come over for dinner on Saturday, right? And I'm like, no, I'm not. No, you freaking old nasty germ-ridden lady, you crazy. I can't. No,
You really don't like her, do you?
I love her. And I'm the only one in my family that can talk crap to her. It's funny. Like we were at Thanksgiving and I was like, did you actually like look at a recipe or can you read anymore? Because this turkey is a little, and she's like, which is 4 of these. Like she,
Oh, my God. What is
yeah,
that?
she- yeah. And everyone's looking at me like, oh, did you just say that? And I'm like, yeah. What's she gonna do? Not give me the Chrysler 300C Hemi in the will? Like, I don't care. Like,
Dana, I
whatever.
think you get more country when you talk about your grandmother.
I
Like,
do.
what are you talking about?
I do.
You're
She's
not gonna
South
give me that
Texas.
turkey.
She sold her ranch of 100 or 270 acres or whatever, and moved into the city of Alice, Texas. You want to talk about armpit of Texas?
I know where
Rodney, that
Alice
is.
is.
Yep.
Alice, Texas is an
Played a
armpit.
football game there.
Oh,
Years
I
ago.
went to school. I was born there. Okay,
I
don't
used to have
tell
a
anybody,
client
but
that
I was
worked out
born
there.
there. And it
Is that
it's
like East
terrible.
Texas? Like, where is Alice?
Alice is
Southeast
like
of San
45
Antonio.
miles west of Corpus. Like it's
Southeast of San Antonio.
It's south.
Oh,
South.
okay,
it's
okay.
south, and it's
Yeah.
terrible. But she's
Like San Andreas.
no, I don't even know why I moved to Bryan. I got all these people, all these friends in Alice, and I'm like, they're all dead. You're 90. Like, what do you have in that town? Sorry. You know
Is
what?
she like
We have
you?
Stacy and Beth for another 5 minutes or so. So we need to be focusing on them, not
Not that you have to leave in 5 minutes. It's just that we're going to be live streaming for 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
I just like how long his vowels became.
Sorry.
Brian.
Yes,
Like that
you
was
know,
It's
So
a
many
Mertzen thing.
diphthongs.
so many different.
It's a Mertzen thing.
and yet I haven't been cast in like a West Texas type thing. Yeah, no, I
You've
don't.
been around for a year, dude.
I know.
I have an after dark question.
2.
You should have been here for Best Little Whorehouse.
Oh my
You
god!
would've-
Like,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I knew a couple of
We
people.
could do
from-
Bonnie and Clyde. You guys should do Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh, I would love to do Bonnie and Clyde. I don't have those voices.
I'll
And your equity.
I'll do it for free. Stacy, I'll pay for my own contract. Stacy, when is Summer Stacy coming back? That's my after dark question.
Ooh.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
Oh, tonight.
Ooh.
Oh, tonight.
I don't know. Summer Stacy's in her 40s now. Like that, Summer Stacy
Don't
coming
matter.
back, she might not be able to get back up.
Let's hear it for the 40s. Let's hear it for the 40s, please.
When I met Stacy, she was
What?
Summer Stacy, so like Summer Stacy is always in my heart.
Wow.
And I'm a huge fan. I
Oh, well,
think I
thank
skinny
you.
dipped for the first time ever with Summer Stacy.
So there was a wedding that we went to. Me, Stacy, Michelle, and Deborah. Was there anyone else there? It was
No.
Kate's wedding?
Cade, yeah.
Yeah.
And no, Rodney, you were not there. But it was We had a really great time, and Michelle and Deborah tend to be the responsible ones. Stacy and I were not. And
Wait, was this the wedding, Michelle, where you bought your dresses at Ross, like on the way there?
Not Ross, Dress
It was
Barn.
the Dress Barn. Thank you.
Dress Barn.
Because we all came with dresses and we were like, I'm not really happy with it. Aren't there some like amazing outlet malls on the way? And then there weren't. There was like a Dress Barn and like nothing else. And then we actually found some really great dresses.
They're very good prices, very reasonable. I remember being very impressed.
They do. I got my opening dress for Bonnie and Clyde from the Dress Barn.
Yes.
We are at the
Adrian, you were
60-minute
telling
mark.
a story. You didn't finish the story.
Oh, it didn't matter. It was just going to end with Stacy singing Out Tonight because we tried to go out after the wedding, but we were in this like teeny tiny town. We were like at the like town square and there's nowhere to go. And Stacy starts singing from Rent, I want to go out tonight. We didn't know, but there was nowhere to go.
There was nowhere to go.
We had nowhere to go.
There was
Drive
a laser,
around the
there
square.
was a laser
That's
tag
what you do in
joint
those
that had
towns,
already
is drive
closed.
around the square.
That's
Yeah.
the theme of 2020. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
We are at the 1 hour mark. I want to continue this. I have a question about Spamalot, since apparently there's some folks in Spamalot in this.
There's a few folks.
Yes. So we'll be
Other
stopping the
people.
live stream, but please join us on the Zoom so that we can continue talking about this. We love you guys. Thank you for joining Dads After Dark. We'll see you
Good
guys next, or I don't know when.